Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold stream. Today, the stream didn't start with a black screen. Let's go. Today we're playing more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and we're hoping, we're praying, I don't know, some other thing of cosmic power to just get a little bit more luck, just a little bit better luck, so that I don't immediately get my teeth kicked in by, I don't know, Tenpai? I don't know. But, yeah, let us begin. I think we're going to play the same deck that we played last time, because it seemed to be doing well for me. Most notably, I was having fun, which is important. So that's nice. Praying no Tenpai. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Tenpai. I'm just praying that they don't have God hands. Because that seems to be the only thing that we can do. I do, however, want to do this. Hold on, I'm creating a poll for how y'all feel about the state of the game. Oh my gosh, I cannot type. Go. There you go. There's a poll. Time to draw the out. Let's go. That is a hand. That is a hand of all time. It's not an insane hand, but it is a hand. And that's the important part. What's up, Digi? How's it going? Yeah! Yeah! Normal summon Rhino Heart activate screen. 2 years now. Send Havness. Havness. Can't fuse with this guy, can I? Oh, of course you do the fucking Bestial. Oh, of course you do the Minion. Well, at least now we know that it's Tenpai, so there's that. I almost said it. I almost said it. To be fair, it could be Centurion, but I highly doubt that it's Centurion. Tenpai always open Magma? It's true. They do. It's the rule of one-ofs. Also, these mills were terrible. We hit the turtle. What's up, Jam? How's it going? Was that Centurion? Maybe it was Centurion. Ah, it was Tenpai, and they didn't open the shifter. Whoa. Whoa. Pulled Royal Absolouter on my ult, so I built Dragon Link. Dragon Link's cool. Make me go first, please. Nah. They didn't draw the out. Tragic. I've seen worse hands. I've seen better, but I've seen worse, which is the important part. I swear if you normal summon a Lokai, I'm gonna scream. Cool, it's just Chimera. Unless they do some, like, jank branded setup, I think we're fine. Do I think Fire King Snake Eye is still good? Yes. Why would it not be? What did it lose? A Poplar? I guess technically it also lost to Kieran, but you could have also just played it at 2, and that wouldn't have really changed anything. So, like, it lost a singular Poplar, which, like, matters, but not enough to, like, not make it usable. Also, please hit the Sulliek for my hand. I need you to hit Sulliek here. I just know you're gonna. It's that simple. Or hit one of the triple tags. One of the two. The main diff is hard drawing Poplar matters. Yeah, it does. But you could also just, like, draw Diabell Star and then it doesn't matter. Just made it recently and never played it. Yeah, it's still a good deck. Alright, what Floodgate do you think my opponent is playing? How do they... You're kidding, right? They... Whatever. Comedy. Oh, sweet. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. Ash? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Ah, we're gonna fusion summon now. For reasons. Can we fusion summon into something that, like... This is like a Macrocosmos? I don't think so, right? Is there a fusion that would do that? I don't think so. I would imagine it should, yeah. I was like, I would imagine it's just the other... Mythical Beast. Thinking thoughts, I'm thinking thoughts, I'm thinking thoughts, they're being thunk. Alright, we'll go 1, and 2, and no Trick Clown. Sure. We'll go Trivi Karma. What do I want to send to grave here? Probably Scream. Yeah, we'll add Scream. Is this guy an illusion? No, he's a fiend. Uh-huh. I hate this game. Do I have another one in grave? No. Is Bone Mill good? No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I could go for the OTK, or I could make the conservative play and just pass. Because, like, what are they going to do? Honestly, it's probably just pass, right? Yeah. Oh, could you kill them? Oh, my sweet innocent child. A myriad of ways. Cereboros, just a bunch of big guys. Horus, etc. We will add... Could add Heartbeat here. It's like not terrible. And we'll grab this one. Add Heartbeat. Mill 2. Or I hit Sheeran. Comedy. We'll go Heartbeat here. We will send this. And then we will go 1, 2, 3. Go. We have 2 Snow Engrave, right? Yeah. Incredible. Mm-hmm. 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 Add it to hand. Sure, sure. Of course, of course. Combat. No. What do I do when learning a new deck? I play it. However, I tend to miss a lot of the combos and stuff like that. So if I really want to get to know the intricacies of it, I'll watch, like, someone who's really good at the deck. Like, for example, Pack with Ubel or Jesse Cotton with Tearlament or something like that. And I'll, like, get to know it. That targets a card, right? Okay. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Is this while you control a thing? I'd imagine out comes Guardian Chimera. For sure, for sure. Sure. Comedy. Sword Knight. Sure. Draw a card. Pop probably this and this, I would imagine. Nope, you're gonna pop. Okay. That's a choice. I should have chose water. Or just kept it water, I guess. Uh-huh. Alright. Let's banish crime. Who will add Phantom to contacts from hand, field, and or grave? The same people who printed Grass. So, you know, a bunch of idiots. That one, and this one? Oh, Trap Tricks the deck? I mean, you can play that for however long you want. It's not very good, but you can play whatever deck you want. Why is it bad? Because it's slow. Mm-hmm. Whoa, Mirror Sword Illusion. Whoa. Whoa. I'll go Snow here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That did what I wanted it to do. Hooray! Hooray! Mm-hmm. You will. Mm-hmm. You will. Mm-hmm. Imagine negating Snow. Couldn't be me. Huh? Why'd we get Mortimer? What? Oh? Okay. Okay. For sure. Of course. Yeah, obviously. Obviously. Obviously that's the card that you tribute and not just let the Yubel get destroyed. Uh-huh. Sure. Spirit? Mm-hmm. Obviously. Obviously they have something there. Is there any good trap deck other than Lab? No, Konami hates traps. I wish that wasn't the case. I love playing traps, but like, good? No, not really. Done. Good. Good trap deck. There are other trap decks, for sure. Are there other good ones? No, not necessarily. Oh, shoot. Well, I'll grab the Foolish Burial Goods. Should grab Foolish Burial. Why did I grab Foolish Burial Goods? I don't have anything to send here. It's fine. I'm thinning. I'm deck thinning. Trust. Cool. I could go Curious here. Is there points to doing that? Kind of. Okay, let's do this. Do I have a King's Arc still? 1, 2... Yeah, I should. Return that one. Okay. How do I want to do this? Let's do this. Send you. Special this guy. Oh no. Ah, there it is. I special this guy. A link for this guy. Target. Special. Synchro. Cool. Now, I can't attack directly, but that's okay. Not really too concerned about that. We'll go Snow here. Okay, I really gotta go to the bathroom. So, what? Let's put on something. Let's watch some Team APS. How about that? Master 3, we're back in the hell rank. Master 3 is
Pegasus, I pull the weekdays card.
What?
Shush. That's right. Now I can battle with
commercial. Just hit Master 1 with Vanquish Soul. What deck are we playing? I'm playing Tier. I should play Vanquish Soul. Vanquish Soul is fun as hell. Okay. I really got to go to the bathroom. So here, watch this Team APS video. I'm gonna turn off my face cam. I'll be right back. Apparently it is, so it's finally time for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Reboot.
my monsters every Monday through Friday.
This is it, Yugi.
Great move!
You can win this!
Go, Yugi! Attack!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, Monday through Friday at 3:30 on Kids WB.
So I've been thinking, does the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters anime need a reboot? Because the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters anime is absolutely beloved. It's really truly something that kind of struck a cultural chord with people. But it's no secret that the Yu-Gi-Oh! IP in general is not as popular as it once was. I would say that Yu-Gi Mania, that is that time period where everybody was watching it on TV, buying the cards, collecting merch, everybody just wanted to be involved in Yu-Gi-Oh!, probably peaked at around 2004, 2005, right around the time when the original anime stopped airing. Now since then, we've gotten plenty of sequel Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series. There's GX, 5Ds, Zexal, Arc 5, and Brains. Plus there's also Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s and Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, though some people would argue that those are more spin-offs. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! Already had a very strong foundation. Characters with big personalities, just slinging cards, summoning monsters, and fighting for the sake of the world. And each subsequent anime would carry on some of that legacy while also improving on a lot of elements of it. I would argue that anime like 5Ds and Zexal especially did world building and character arcs and even just duels a lot better than the original did. That said though, with each passing Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, interest just kind of decreased a bit. If you were to ask somebody who's just nerd adjacent, who Yugi, Kaiba, Blue Eyes, Exodia, what those characters and concepts are, they would definitely know it. But they'd probably raise an eyebrow if you were to ask them who Yusaku or Yuya Sakaki and Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon are. And you can chalk that up to a bunch of different reasons. Cultural factors, an aging audience, different animation studios being involved, all kinds of things. But regardless of all that, I want to focus on the original Duel Monsters anime based on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga by Kazuki Takahashi and what that would look like as a reboot. Because there are so many different ideas and possibilities and varying opinions on this anime getting a reboot, or even if it should get a reboot. What it would look like, would people like it, would it make Yu-Gi-Oh! More popular again? Is it something that we even need, or is it just nostalgia pandering? This is really important to me because I don't just play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, I play the video games, I collect the merch, I'm just a fan of the IP in general. I literally have like a giant life-size pot of greed. So yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on what a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime reboot could be like, how it might work, and also get everybody else's opinions on this. So I personally think that a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime with those original characters and themes and monsters could be huge for revitalizing interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! Not to mention, a lot of other anime these days have been doing exactly this. Reboots that sort of retell the original story. One Piece is doing one, Dragon Ball's done plenty of them. The cool thing about an anime reboot is that it introduces the IP and the characters in the world to a new audience who may have not even been born when the original was airing, or who might just want to see it in, updated modern quality and just with a new coat of paint. Plus, of course, it's a great way to reinvigorate interest in people who already knew about the IP and really loved it to begin with. Yu-Gi-Oh's actually been seeing a small resurgence within the mainstream in the last couple of years. There have been a lot more licensing deals for merch. I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Skateboards, way more Yu-Gi-Oh! Shirts and other kinds of apparel. We had an Olympics winner this year in Noah Lyles showing off his love for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. And two NFL players, George Kittle and Jamal Williams, both were interviewed about their love and interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! And the second one actually plays the game like Master Duel regularly and follows it and keeps up. So there's definitely something there brewing just beneath the surface, and I think that the announcement of a new Yu-Gi-Oh anime could like blow it all wide open. Okay, so the first question is, what exactly do you adapt in a rebooted Yu-Gi-Oh anime in 2025? In my opinion, and just from the discourse that I've seen online, there are basically 3 different ways that you can tackle this. The first and most obvious way would be retelling the original manga work by Kazuki Takahashi more faithfully. Everybody knows about how the Yu-Gi-Oh anime dub changed and censored a lot of different elements, removed weapons, references to death, religious symbols and iconography. But actually what a lot of people don't know is that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters anime just changed details from the original manga work. There's different story beats, different kind of character arcs and moments, duels played out differently, and I think that you could basically kind of revisit it with, modern animation and everything like that, but also follow the original story much more closely. Some other people want to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 actually be the one that gets adapted. And I think that this is a little bit tricky. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 was kind of the precursor to the original anime, and it certainly had some very, very dark themes to it, but it wasn't actually really about playing duel monsters. It was kind of just more of a like villain of the week, game of the week, punishment of the week style show. It's very good, don't get me wrong, and it certainly has some heavier, more adult material if you're interested in that. But I don't think that it would necessarily be the most exciting reboot for the mainstream. I do think that super fans of the manga would really love it. We'll kind of put that to the side as its own separate thing. And the last major idea or concept that I hear a lot is revisiting the original story, but giving the characters updated cards, decks, and strategies that better reflect the way that the game is played today. So, for instance, a lot of legacy cards like Buster Blader and Dark Magician and Red Eyes and Flame Swordsman have, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, all gotten their own archetypes and cards and supports. And so by having these characters actually use those cards in the show, it would be a great way to sort of cross-promote the card game, but also just make for more interesting, fresh duels that play out with a little bit more tension and a little bit more speed and high-octane gameplay. Because let's face it, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was pretty much just slinging vanilla monsters at each other back and forth and kind of top-decking into decent spells and traps when you need to eventually end the duel. Certainly great entertainment for my kid brain, but not exactly very, thought-provoking or intriguing strategic gameplay. Now, personally, I can get behind any of these options for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime reboot, but the thing that I resonate with most is the idea of a sort of spiritual retelling of the original Duel Monsters story. So we're obviously going to keep the same faces, Yugi, Kaiba, Joey, Pegasus, Merrick, all the people that you know and love, but we aren't actually going to necessarily do Duelist Kingdom all over again or Battle City. Instead, I think that we could have callbacks to these scenarios, but in a bit of a new light. So perhaps Pegasus does host a big tournament and invite all the top talent around the world to it, so you still get Yugi and Joey and Rex and Weevil and Mai, but it's not Duelist Kingdom again. It could be a Duelist Cruise, it could be kind of duels that take place in different parts around the world. It could be a tournament inside of his castle where people kind of go up different floors and play different people, and there's like a different sort of matchmaking system. It would certainly invoke the same feeling as Duelist Kingdom, but we wouldn't just be retreading the same ground. We could have the story itself play out a little bit differently. Characters could have different motivations for entering. So maybe in this one, Joey's not necessarily fighting to get prize money for his sister, but perhaps for some other reason to prove himself. Maybe Yugi's grandpa is not stuck in a TV in the Shadow Realm or whatever you want to call that. Instead, he's just here to test his skills or because somebody else challenged him. You could also get a totally different mixture of matchups. So obviously you can have some of the same iconic ones like Yugi versus Weevil or Rex versus Joey, but also some of the things that we just never really got to see. What would happen if Mai faced off against Bandit Keith? What would happen if Rex and Weevil teamed up against the Paradox Brothers? I do want to reiterate that it's probably important that people can still recognize the same general ideas at play, because for a lot of people, the words Duelist Kingdom and Battle City are super nostalgic. So making sort of areas and scenarios that feel reminiscent to those would definitely help to kind of let people feel at ease and comfortable and make this approachable, but it means that we're not retreading the same ground and it's not boring and it doesn't have to conflict directly with the original work. I think this would be super cool, especially because in my version of this idea, we do also utilize these characters' new support cards from the card game. I do want to talk a little bit about how I would adapt the gameplay, because I think this is actually a really huge part of it. So Yu-Gi-Oh! To me has a bit of an issue when it comes to translating gameplay to the screen. Like I said before, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Involves a lot of vanilla monsters that are just beat sticks and kind of some basic spells and traps. The monsters attack each other. People occasionally top deck something really cool or set face down cards, but it's very simple and easy to follow, which I think was partly why it was so popular among younger kids. The thing is though, that's not really how the game is played today, and I also think that that might be a bit of an insult to people who just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Plus, if you want this new anime to sort of get people into the card game, it might be weird if there's this disconnect where people are just like playing vanillas, but then you go out to the store and buy a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack and you realize that there are combos and fast hand traps and chains and everything else going on. So the middle ground that I propose is the characters should use their new support cards that have been introduced in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. These could be direct things like Yugi using the real-life Guy the Fierce Knight cards, or Buster Blader cards, or Dark Magician support. Or you could just kind of get a little bit creative with it. Maybe Rex Raptor is playing the Transcendosaurus archetype from the TCG, and Weevil is playing V-Troopers, for instance. I think this works even better for the side characters like Esperoba or the Paradox Brothers, who have even seen their monsters get retrained, so that could be like really, really cool and different. I also think it'd be really cool if, like in Yugi's duel against Weevil, which originally was focused kind of around Guy the Fierce Knight, it felt like in the original anime, he uses the Guy the Fierce Knight cards, but then in his duel against Strings, it's more about the Buster Blader cards in that line of support. Same with Joey kind of having access to like a Flame Swordsman side of his deck, but also a Red Eyes side of the deck, or Kaiba getting different duels where he focuses on like the XYZ Union cards versus the Blue Eyes cards. Tricky thing is though, is how do you pace a duel to work well on screen? So for example, Yugi is playing the Dark Magician support cards. And we know there are plenty of those in the TCG right now, and the deck can kind of go nuts if it gets a good hand. But, or you could just kind of get and then use Dark Magical Circle to get rid of one of the opponent's threats, and that's sort of a type of disruption. It makes the turns feel interactive, and it stops there. And then on his next turn, he can begin to build on that. You don't have to see everything a Dark Magician can do in one single duel.
One thing anime spend 3 episodes on a full Code Doctor combo.
In episode, he introduces Eternal Soul and some of the different fusion monsters.
Next, I summon Lingaribo.
Series, maybe around that Battle City recreation.
What's this guy
when
going
you
to
get to
do?
see
I don't even have any traps set. I activate from hand,
like
Parallel Exceed, special summoning it to the Link Zone.
And I think that this basic blueprint can work for a lot of
And
different
then
character
everyone falls
archetypes and how their
asleep.
duels play out. The first turn is basically a setup turn, and the next turn involves some sort of a disruption, and then they can begin to build on it. It works for a lot of different archetypes because so many new Yu-Gi-Oh!
You
cards
can't just pull someone off the street and get them into full Snake Eye combo on day one. I mean, realistically, no, you can't, right? But theoretically, you probably could, because you could literally just, like, teach them the individual steps with, like, no interaction, and just be like, first you do this, then you do this, then you do this. You don't need to read why, you don't need to know. You could. Would they be good at the deck? No.
basically searching for spells and trap cards and then having sort of recursion and stuff. You don't have to go crazy with super long combos and huge unbreakable boards. You can just work toward that and still have a back and forth duel going on. Basically think how we do it.
I don't know if y'all heard that. Sorry. This was kind of cool.
And then they can begin to build on it. It works for a lot of different archetypes because so many new Yu-Gi-Oh cards do involve basically searching for spells and trap cards and then having sort of recursion and stuff. You don't have to go crazy with super long combos and huge unbreakable boards. You can just work toward that and still have a back and forth duel going on.
Basically like how Dark Magician currently plays. Whoa. I do really like that idea of like going back to the anime and having the anime. I mean, Vrains was a great example of this. Just with like a general sense of understanding how to build a deck and how like a deck is played. Because it's like, I think one thing that Dark-Sided Dimension did was that it still felt like it was more modern Yu-Gi-Oh! With like alternative dragon being able to like special summon itself and all of like the fruit or whatever they were, like food magician girls. And like that felt like it was more of a modern take on like old school Yu-Gi-Oh! But like that would be a good way to do a revamp of the OG.
How we do our theme duels on
Anime.
this channel, where we kind of pull back a little bit to make the duel more exciting. Yeah, that. And I definitely think that in this hypothetical reboot, we avoid a lot of the kind of blatant cheating, where it's like, oh, the tide of the ocean affected the monsters, and then Giant Soldier of Stone attacked the moon. Like, we can have moments like that in cards, but I think that we are.
To be fair, early Duel Monsters was basically just Dungeons and Dragons. It was just like, but this sounds cool as hell.
Kind of old enough now to not really
Like,
need that for
true.
narrative tension.
You're
No, I don't
right.
think it would be fair to make this
It
video without
does.
also considering some of the potential downsides or just reasons why somebody wouldn't want a Yu-Gi-Oh reboot to happen. And there are a few very valid, legitimate concerns. The biggest one that I usually hear is just that we've already been bombarded by enough nostalgia from the Yu-Gi-Oh IP. If you play the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG, then you already know that
True.
Yugi and Kaiba's faces kind of get plastered on everything as is, right? This year's reprint 10 had Yugi and Kaiba on them. We got Yugi and Kaiba sleeves earlier this year.
Okay, hold on. These tins go hard as hell, though.
As
You
is,
can't,
right?
you can't
This year's
deny
reprint 10 had
this
Yugi-
is cool as hell. They're so sick. I'm just saying, are they as good as like? Are they as good as some of these tins? Maybe, maybe not. But like they do look good. I watched Dark Side in the cinema. It was so epic. Yeah, Dark Side of Dimensions was like a great example of kind of how to reboot the anime. I think you could even go a little bit further because it was still a little too simplistic, but even then, I think it was pretty good.
Yugi and Kaiba on them. We got Yugi and Kaiba sleeves earlier this year. We've seen these characters. We've
Took an extended break from Yu-Gi-Oh! Starting right around the link. Summoning popped up, and there was a learning curve for me getting into the game about a year ago. That's understandable, but that's with like any game.
Blue Eyes and Dark Magician get new support so often that it maybe feels a little bit tired. And that kind of extends to the general opinion on nostalgia these days. It's easy to feel like it's just sort of pandering, right? Here's a thing from your childhood being resold back to you.
Ugh.
In Yu-Gi-Oh! In particular, it probably stings
Nostalgia.
because a lot of the other Yu-Gi-Oh!
sick of
Anime
it.
series, like 5Ds and Zexal, don't exactly get very much love as is in terms of like cool shirts and other.
Saying 5Ds doesn't get love is just a lie. 5Ds, I guess it's not as big as like GX, but like 5Ds is definitely up there. Zexal, I'll give you. Arc V, no one talks about Arc V. Arc V was like put behind the shed in the corner with the dunce hat on and just like locked away forever. They're like, that pendulums, what are those? Those never happened. Shh, it's fine. And then we never talked about it again.
Merchandise and
It's
figures
so
and stuff
funny.
like that. For the most part, those go to the original DM monsters, and only recently have they been kind of exploring GX and 5Ds a little bit. So in that regard, I totally get it. Being exposed to nostalgia over and
Was it
over and
him
over, like
coming
we
back
so
and
often
talking,
are in just modern media culture as is
without
today,
talking
kind of feels
with
boring.
some
And
ad?
I hope that this could still be cool because it revisits the characters in a fresh new light. But like, I totally get why somebody might
Not
not
gonna
want
play
that.
most
The second
bad
really
decks,
big
at
thing
least.
is how
Nice.
a reboot like this would affect the original manga's legacy. I mean, Kazuki Takahashi
What's
passed
a
away a
pendulum
couple of
summon?
years ago, and so we'll never really know what his opinions on the idea of a reboot are. Like, I'm sure that if
I would imagine Takahashi probably does not want a reboot. He's like, why would we? It's there. It's right there. Like, the show exists.
was proposed to him at some point, but it hasn't happened. So does that mean that maybe he isn't super interested in his work being sort of taken and reimagined like this and changed? There are a lot of purists out there who very much feel like, well, if Kazuki Takahashi is not at the helm in some way, then is it really
Still don't
even
know
Yu-Gi-Oh!
what
at all?
comes
Can
from
you
does
really
slash
recapture that essence? Once again, I totally
Exactly.
understand that concern.
My
I think
point
that Kazuki
stands.
Takahashi had like a real sauce and X factor to his Yu-Gi-Oh! Character designs, the monster designs, just the whole world, that I think it would be tough to try to recreate that from scratch. But I do think making a work that sort of just reinterprets and builds on it somewhat does.
To be fair, at this point, that's a great pause. To be fair, at this point, when it comes to like the artwork and stuff like that, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has basically just evolved into anime. It's just like this just stock standard anime art style. So it's not really doing anything too interesting. Obviously, like Kazuki Takahashi has an insane like artist's detail when it comes to drawing artwork, right? Like, he's a mangaka, he's really good at it. Rest in peace. So like trying to like replicate that art style is just not really gonna work because each mangaka is very unique, right? Like, no one's gonna replicate the same art style of like, I cannot think of a single other fucking mangaka right now. They all left my brain. But like, you get my point. It's like Dragon Ball has a very unique art style that no one's realistically going to be able to copy effectively. But like, everything has kind of boiled down to just like anime, which kind of sucks. But like, early DM didn't even really have that unique art style.
doesn't feel offensive to me. However, I know this is going to be one that really divides people in the comments. Third concern, really more of a question is,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
how do you do the
Artwork's the
voice
best
acting?
versus
Do you
other
get the
TCGs? That's
original
genuinely
dubbed voice
why I
cast
play
back for this?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Because
One of the
we
reasons.
all know that Yugi's iconic voice, especially when he changes into Yami, is like, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Like, this is the character. Dan Green is Yugi. Also, Eric Stewart is Kaiba. And you've also got, your Wayne Graysons, your Darren Dunstan, your Jonathan Todd Ross is Merrick. To the extent that, if you didn't have them in this reboot, it just wouldn't feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know people sometimes don't mind the original actors kind of being involved. In fact, a lot of them are much older now, and some just might not actually be available to work anymore, so who knows? But I do think that for at least the English release of this, and there definitely should be an English release, it should not just be like a Japanese thing. Having a dub is very important here. Those people should still be at least invited back and offered the chance to reprise their roles. I can totally see some side characters like Weevil and Rex
Early
probably
DM
getting
was more
recast in some
cartoony
way,
MTG.
but still,
True.
I do think that like having those main characters be recognizable again is crucial. And I think that the final big concern is like, is this all worth it? Would this work, right? Like, is the whole concept of slinging cards and summoning monsters or just playing trading card games in the real world still as like culturally significant? I mean, in a world where we've got social media and kids kind of just get like tablets and smartphones shoved in their faces and they're not really like buying trading cards, we know that even amidst just all of the trading card games,
It's Vrains, baby. That's what's happening now. You play Vrains. You do the Duel Links analogy with Vrains and the like 3 monster zones and speed duels and yada yada. That was great. We did that. That worked wonderfully. That's modern
out right now, they're
Yu-Gi-Oh,
still
baby.
mostly played by adults. Like maybe the Pokemon TCG is the only thing where kids buy it, perhaps Disney Lorcana, but for the most part, when you go to your local card shop or even if you see somebody looking at trading card games on the shelf at
Learning curve was
Walmart,
big.
it's
I
probably
don't
somebody in their
think
20s
it's
or
too
30s.
bad
To be
if
clear,
you're
I
willing
don't
to
think this is a
accept
reason
how
not to
it's
do it.
seen.
I still
Yeah.
want to see how something like this would work, but I can totally see how for like some shareholder meeting, there might be some concerns about it. And I just wanted to bring it up here because we were talking about everything else with this Yu-Gi-Oh! Reboot, so why not? And then one last thing I just thought of is how this might conflict with the existence of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels and the whole like Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s and Go Rush universe, because those anime don't exactly feel like true Yu-Gi-Oh! Successors. Some people would maybe call them spin-offs, or you could say it's like a new type of
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
they definitely
specifically
don't.
promote the Rush Duel game, which is running
I think a good analogy is like the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 / Yu-Gi-Oh! Go feels very similar to like Boruto for Naruto. Right? Where it's like, yes, technically it's the same universe, yada yada. But like it very clearly is its own thing. And like it feels so very different. It's like, especially early Boruto. I think later Boruto becomes in like Blue Vortex. I think it becomes like very much so like Shippuden, but to each their own.
running sort of concurrently to the regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. And if a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime came out, it's actually not even new, it's like a reboot of the old thing, then like it just might feel like a bit of a, I don't know, conflict of interest of some kind. I think that those could coexist, and I still think it would be just in the interest of the general Yu-Gi-Oh! IP regardless. Some people might say though that like if there was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Reboot that they should play Rush Duel instead of even playing the regular card game. And that's something I think is probably worth exploring. In fact, I feel like if they were going to do it, maybe having them play with Rush Duel cards would make more sense because that's like kind of an existing product that they're trying to push, and there are a lot of old school monsters getting introduced in Rush Duel.
Give us Rush Duel, please, Konami. Why do we not have Rush Duel in the States? Why? Do you think we just wouldn't enjoy Rush Duel? I guarantee it'd be hot. It'd be a good product. I guarantee it. We can all agree that 4Kids was a bad company, though? I mean, was it that bad?
So the timing can kind of work out, but I personally still am more of just an original kind of card game enthusiast here. However, just my opinion. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime reboot. I know I covered a lot here. I didn't actually expect this video to end up being as long as it was, but those are my ideas for it. This is how I think that a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime reboot could happen and what I think kind of...
They did censor a lot of things. Yep. Now, the question is whether or not that is a bad thing. Because, like... I mean, obviously it's bad that we didn't get, like, the original product. That kind of sucks. But, like, at least I could watch it. Right? I think it gets a way worse rap than it actually deserves. I think it's fine for the most part. Obviously, like, censoring guns and stuff like that is kind of silly now as, like, an adult. But, like, as a kid, did we care? Like, did we actually... I actually think Shadow Realm is so much cooler than just die. I'm gonna kill you if you lose this duel. It's like, no. You're going to the Shadow Realm, Buster. Sorry, Jimbo, you're going to the Shadow Realm. It's so much cooler. Like, there are things where it's just like, yeah, the dub just actually made it so much funnier or, like, so much better. Right? So, it's kind of like a give and take, right? Obviously, being able to show so many kids Yu-Gi-Oh! Was hugely influential, right? So, like, being able to get it to all of these people matters a lot. As compared to, like, the myriad of other anime that didn't really have that same appeal or, like, influence, right? Like, One Piece. Like, that one, because it wasn't as, like, easily available for, like, Saturday morning cartoons and stuff like that, it didn't become as big in the West until, like, everyone else could basically get it with all of their other streaming services and, like, grew up and all of that stuff, and anime became more mainstream. But, like, them just butchering and making kids shows out of what clearly wasn't really kid shows. Like what? Like, again, what? What did they butcher? Because most of them were, like, teen shows, or, like, slightly older kid shows, and they made it applicable for more kids and, like, a slightly younger audience. But I can't recall them ever, like, butchering anything. We also have to understand that we're comparing this to America in the 2000s. The country was much more conservative then. That's another thing, yeah. It's not like they, like, entirely changed the show. It was that they made it easier for more people to watch. Again, I think more people are giving it a bad rap because they changed things, rather than necessarily looking at it from, like, the nuance of, like, yes, things were changed. It would have been nice to get that original product. But, on top of that, just, like, having access to that full product is still pretty good. Or, like, most of the product, right? And, like, it's not like they changed so much to make it an unrecognizable show. Most of the shows were still, like, the exact same. Please just tell me you don't have Shifter. Okay, they don't have Shifter. PogChamp. Guess what? What? Chicken butt? True. Kinda hoping they, like, imperm here or something. Surely they don't have Shifter, right? Surely. Veiler. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Harry Potter are demonic. They are! What do you mean? Ash. Cool. Okay. Yep. That pretty much does it. Put this one back. Look at this. It's been, what, 3 summons? So they would be able to nib me. That's okay. That's comedy. King Sark. King Sark effect. Pitch. Send this guy. Keep the water available for potential curious play. I remember the dinosaur show on TV. Are you talking like the dinosaur sitcom with like the big huge puppets? They weren't puppets, they were like suits. You talking about that? Or are you talking about something else? Damn. Hello. Give me that. Scream. Grab. Meta noise. We'll go snow here. Yeah, there were a lot of dino shows. Do you have a Dark Grave? No, tragic. Could go Garura. Does that do what I want it to do? No, not necessarily. You give me access to Curious, which is pretty good. But then it's just like Curious Apo. You could go Mud Dragon. Which, again, kind of doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think we just make Rupalos here. Should I have summoned, I should have summoned, Gamma. This is what I should have summoned. Should have summoned the 2. Because then I could have gone King Sark, special summon a guy, and go from there. That's okay. We'll do this instead. I don't know, I'll banish this one. They have like Droplet or something? That would suck. Dora. Well, that's not a great find. Senpai! All spells traps. Sure. Gives me Havness back, which is great. Droplet. Don't they just lose to snow now? Probably. Unless last card in hand is... Yeah, I guess Pydra would do it, wouldn't it? It's got to be Pydra specifically. It's not Pydra specifically. No, Pydra would do it. Because they search the quick play. They go normal summon Pydra, search the quick play, go to combat, activate the quick play, grab Chandra, Chandra grab Genroku, OTK. Yep. Pydra search Kaiman kills me. You still use Snow on Chandra? Yeah, I could. But because of the battle phase, it wouldn't matter. Because they could just Synchro Summon. So, yeah. Oh, cool. It's another 60-card deck. Yep. It's crazy that Pydra would have just killed me there. It was literally just, do they have the out? Do they have the out? Smile. Tenpai has Ultra Instinct in battle phase? Yep. Tenpai really is goofy, isn't it? They really did just print that deck. They're like, nah, it's fine. It's reasonable. It's because Song and Summoning says no. Song and Summoning says you can't interact. Of course people would search it. I think Tenpai is just too overtuned. I think realistically there shouldn't be a deck that works like that. What the hell? 60 card like stun? What in the... Hell yeah. Tyr is such a well-designed deck. True! True. Problem with going second S is that there's literally no way for them to exist without doing toxic shit like Tenpai. I hate to say it. No? Sky Striker? Sky Striker is a deck that does exist, specifically designed to go second at this point. And it's really fair and balanced and interesting. I hate to admit it, but you're wrong. Yeah, Sky Striker's a really good deck. Specifically right now, for going second. Because there's a ton of power spells that do a lot, and that can kind of carry a duel. And it makes it really good. Pure Zoo. I mean, that's not, like, a great option, but, like, that is an option. Pure Zodiac also does exist. Should've grabbed Scream there. Why didn't I? Because I'm stupid. True. We have Destrudo, which is kind of crazy. Do I go Kaleido here? Yes, I do. But Sky Strikers also have insane resource generation. Yeah, you're right. But, I mean, that's the point, is like, there is a deck that can go second. Tenpai is not toxic. It's annoying, but not toxic like stun decks. No, it's toxic. It's draw the out. That is a toxic style of gameplay. It's not encouraged by anything, it's not fun, no one is enjoying playing against it. I would classify that as toxic. It also has some of like the most overpowered cards in the game. The deck I'm playing now is toxic? True. True. I agree. Tier limit, no. But 60 card tier grass shenanigans? Abso-fucking-lutely. Being able to basically just win the game off of a singular card is kind of nasty. I just realized this is probably paleo, isn't it? Yeah, this is like 1000% paleo. Okay. Did we hit Scream? No. Good to know. Toxic is Max C. Everything I don't like is toxic. I think grass is, but the deck nah. 60 card grass tier is, yeah, it's a bit toxic. What you hear? And yeah, that seems good. Yeah, that seems good. Also, Flunder now goes second as well, thanks to, again, power spells and stuff like that. So it's like, going second decks can exist. They just elect not to make decks that work that way. They're like, what if we didn't? They're like, oh, that's, goofy. Oh, shit. No. No grass for you. Only grass for me. Smile. What do they have? They have Ice Dragon and Daruma. They have a Fiend, right? Yeah. Okay. Is there any point for me going snow here? No. There's literally no reason for me to do that. That's funny. It's not very good, but it is funny. And that's the important part. Immediately, we're going to start with this. Le Baron. Another destructive Daruma. Comedy. mean, they're just dead, right? They're just dead on field. They probably have some sort of battle trap here as a way of interacting. Targeting. Rollback. Maybe it's paleo? It's 1000% paleo. Do we play around the Mirror Force? Yes. Marella. Marella is fine. Rise to full height, sure. Needlebug, sure. I will chain. Target Baron and Fenris. Did you mail something useful? No. No. I love Paleos as well. Too bad this matchup sucks for them. No. If Tenpai is atop the meta, then you're not playing Tenpai, you'll go first like 60 to 70% of the time. So you build your deck differently. Yeah, but the problem is that it doesn't matter how you build your deck because Tenpai is designed to beat your deck going first. Does not matter what you put in there. You can obviously put in cards, right? That like immediately win you the game against Tenpai, and then they could just draw the out. They could draw Red Reboot, they could draw Harpy's Feather Duster, they could draw Cosmic Cyclone, they could draw a bunch of hand traps, they could draw Droplet, they could draw Dimensional Fissure, or Dimensional Shifter, right? It's like, it kind of doesn't matter, like, it's just up to you. Tenpai is a fragile deck. Fragile. They kill you with one card. They can make it unaffected. What makes that fragile? They can do their entire combo through interaction with a singular card and have the other 4 to 5 cards be board breakers, hand traps, non-engine, etc. You can't play through a lot of interrupted. They literally become unaffected. They absolutely can. Sure, without the field spell, yes. Without the field spell, I agree. But they do have the field spell. That is a thing that you have to contend with. And they can absolutely play through every single interaction that you have. Because they can prevent you from even using it. The field spell needs to go to 1. It needs to go to 0. Being able to see a card that prevents your opponent from doing anything, not really fair. Because the problem is, if you have the field spell, and you have Transcendent Dragion, your opponent has the potential to not be able to interact with you in any capacity. Unless they have specifically some sort of spell trap removal that you didn't deal with. That you couldn't have dealt with, right? With like a droplet or what have you, right? Like, for example, a Cosmic Cyclone, right? But it's like they can legitimately make you unable to do anything until you die. So, even with it at 1, it's still searchable. You could still do that, technically. Is it as good? No, but, like, it's still something that they could do, which is not fun. I don't care if it's technically fair, because, like, technically it is, right? Like, Tenpai needs something, but that doesn't mean it's fun. It's the same thing with, like, the Gimmick Puppet field spell, where it's just like, yeah, here's the field spell that makes you unaffected, and, now you can't interact with me as I FTK you. Smile. It's like, oh, cool, so why am I here? Why would I play that game? Every single meta does extremely unfair shit? No. Absolutely not. What the hell was Tri-Brigade doing when it was meta? Or Sword Soul? Or Branded? Prior to Sanctifier? Or... what's another good example? Runic Sprite. What was Runic Sprite doing? That was so unfair. Genuinely. There are metas. There have been a lot of metas. Metas that people thoroughly enjoy, where, yeah, games of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually play. Pote was a good format. Prior to Magnificent Mavens, Pote was great. Centurion and Voiceless are the only decks that today that don't feel super unfair. What about Lab? What about Sprite? What about Pearly? Does Pearly feel unfair? If you think Pearly feels unfair, I'm sorry. That's a tragedy. I'd have to disagree, but that's a tragedy. Yeah, Rescue Ace is fair, for the most part. I have to kind of go Nessie here, don't I? Because Walls kind of doesn't do anything now. Pearly can get the +6 going first. And? Son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? Yeah, you got it. Okay, I need to play another card for Nessie. I keep hitting Nessie. That way, at the very least, I can get something off of it. We'll play Mothman. We'll cut. What do we cut? What do we cut? What do we cut? Maybe cut you? Sure. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's the illusion of being able to play the game? It's probably Super Poly, right? Is it you? Is it you? Let's do this. Yeah. Go +6 and draw into like 3 hand traps with an unaffected tower. Yeah, but they had to give up their entire hand to do that. And they can very easily be stopped from doing that. This is a hand. True, Pendulum Bleh was not fun. I agree. But at least the mirror match was fair. Mostly due to Wavering Eyes. But it still was fair. Happy, happy, happy. Fairy is legal? As of right now? I mean, kind of. Oh, nasty. It's a tuner! Give me that shit. It's also fire, which is kind of funny. And I guess Sulliek is probably my best option here. Yeah, we'll go tier cash. Gamba versus Gamba, true. Okay, we hit Trick Clown, which is nice. That can get me Dugaris here, which is kind of crazy. Oh, I'd have to, like, banish everything, wouldn't I? Don't love that. Do you have a Dark Engrave that I can summon? No. Cool. 10 out of 10 nuts. The question is, do I want to banish everything? And the answer is, fuck it, we pitch the Mexi. I don't need that shit. Get it out of here. Send this guy. We'll just make Curious here. I think Curious is just obviously the better choice. Requires different types? Yes. So I have Spellcast. Can't do that. Alright, we'll go SP here then. Oh, also, I wouldn't have been able to make that in. Hell yeah. Curious is crazy. Sending... Havness. Voice is very fun. Man, Curious is a silly card. Isn't it just? Isn't it just? Also, I hit their Grass, by the way, which is comedy. And Void Imagination, which is also comedy. Not the greatest of mills, but they could have definitely been worse. My opponent has conceded. Cool. Cosmo Monarch format? Oh, yeah. I know of it. I didn't play during that format. To be fair, I haven't played through most formats in the regular, in like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Until pretty much Master Duel. Then I started to play through all of the formats. But, like, I didn't play much in terms of, the TCG. Totally Awesome was fair. At 1, it was fair. I think when Toad was at 1, I think it was fair. If you could make multiple Toads, it was fucking crazy. That was insane. Voiceless Voice main deck is cheap. The extra deck is expensive. Huh? Isn't it the other way around? I don't think the extra deck's that expensive. I'm as tanky normal summon bear. True. Oh, what nonsense are we on? Comedy! Fuck yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! Hell yeah! Maybe I keep the Heartbeat here to deal with that. Summon Horus, sure. Uh-huh. Sure. Oh, they're gonna regret that. I miss Rapier, summon Rapier. True. Do you even need Entis for Voiceless? I don't think you do. I think it's pretty much just Herald and Dyna. Maybe like a Chaos Angel? What in the 9 levels of hell are we making? Hey, yo. Draw 1 Pog! What the hell does this do? Banish all monsters your opponent controls. Fun. You can banish. Sorry. The target's a Buster Blade or monster you control. You can banish this to negate the effect, and if you do, destroy that card. Good to know. So you can summon these two, make a rank 8. And to see if you're running Punishment. How many people are running Punishment right now? Well. Are we actually just playing Buster Blader? Can't be. Okay. This draws cards up to the number of monsters you control, right? Two different names, yeah. Arkham's SP. Okay. The fuck was that? I mean, yeah! 10 out of 10. No notes! Add Fenris. Special Fenris. Okay, cool. We'll activate the King's Arc here. They're tinkin'? They're thinking. Ooh, King's Arc. Pitch this guy. Cosmic Cyclone. I'm expecting some, like, skill drain shenanigans or something stupid like that. Boo. Happy, happy, happy. It's probably the Fusion Trap. Well, they have this engrave. So they could have potentially something else. But, don't know what. Don't know what. Again, I'm expecting some sort of floodgate, seeing as how this is what they're playing. I have zero faith in my opponent's well-being. Super Volley is stupid? I agree. What do they have? What did we mill? We milled Ash, which is actually pretty good here. What the hell is bro playing? The heck? Okay. I'm gonna special summon Ash Blossom here. Celiac. Uh-huh. You gonna banish my Fenris? Please do. Okay. Havness. You've been got. Uh-huh. For sure. Uh-huh, fusion summon. Is this the one that synchros? Uh-huh. Okay. Yes, the Dragon Lock's incoming. Not really too concerned about that, though. Because what does it do? It locks just the cards on field, right? So it doesn't really do anything else. Mm-hmm. Yeet. Ooh, a Keldo. Comedy. Imagine if I had gotten that earlier. Add this guy. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Nice try. But neither of those. And I'll shuffle back. Does this one have a grave effect? Mm-hmm. Is he playing this just to counter Tenpai? What do you think? Of course. Okay. Trap trick? The hell are we trap tricking? Daruma? You gonna Daruma me? Does this do anything? No. I'm gonna force the Daruma here. Oh, I can't. Right. Just straight up can't use the effect I forgot. That's fine. Sweet. Honestly, that was more so to get the cards off of the field. If they're smart, they click the button. Not smart. Cool. You wouldn't be able to activate your effect now, would you? So it might be better to go Rura into Zeraboros. Can I attack? Can't be. They can't be destroyed in the battle, right? Yeah, battle nor card effect. Okay. Yeah, we'll make Garura here. Hiwa. Make the Gawua. I need a way to, like, mill more cards here, which is the issue. Because I don't really have a good way of doing that. I could just pass. I don't like leaving that there, though. Okay. To make Zeraboros. Oh, how interesting. Alright. That guy, summon this guy, summon this guy. I guess it doesn't really matter because I can't activate the effect, but we'll go like this. Switch sideways, and then, yeah, we'll just pass the turn. SP comes back. Fenris comes back. This will be destroyed during the next end phase, or during this end phase, right? Yeah. I really needed to mill, like, snow. We still have tier cash, which is nice. Out comes this guy, sure. Man, I love stun with extra steps. It's my favorite. Isn't it yours? I probably should have gotten rid of this with the, quick play. But Destructive Daruma is kind of an issue. Girsu. Send. What are we sending? Probably this guy, right? Smart. They have another one, right? Yeah. Now what? What else is it possibly in there extra? Also, I did not know that this was just 2 monsters. I'm very excited for the new Orcus cards. They're cool as hell. Yeah? Okay, we already moved. Anti-Tenpai Buster Blader? Yes. AKA stun. Why did we not? Because we are dumb. True. I'd try it if I had the Buster Blader cards. I wouldn't. Pass! Let's go. If you attack with Fenrir, right? And this card declares an attack, or if your opponent activates a monster effect. Oh, right. You have cards that have text on them. Disgusting. So I guess I'll just lose, because now I'm forever stunned. Hooray! Hooray! And that's the card I draw, of course. Of course. Why not? Yeah, I can't do anything. Cool. I love stun. Man, every time the Horus cards come up, it's just something toxic, isn't it? Is it possible to roll random cards from a pack? It's not a part of. With secret packs, yes. With selection packs, no. So, in a selection pack, everything is from that pack. Right? But with secret packs, the first 4 cards are from anything, and then the last 4 cards are from that secret pack. Hopefully that made sense. This is kind of my only play. Surely they don't have anything here. Trust. Back. You, I guess. I will pitch Suliak. That is endless comedy. They do have a Bestial. Comedy. Okay, then. I guess it could be Imperm as well. Like, that's a realistic possibility. Imperm, sure. Do I have a way of making Curious here? I don't think so. No. Not really. Yeah, this hand kind of sucks. Go. Oh, I should have summoned the Horus there. Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, you got it. Didn't matter. I'm trying to think if I could have done something differently there. But not really. There wasn't really anything I could do. You hate Snake Eyes? Why? Wow, what a playable hand. Please disconnect. I don't ask for it often, but please. They are way overtuned? Sure. Reasonable. Should I, like, set Trick Clown? No. Oh, we Dino Morbin on him. Okay. If they normal summon Snake Eye Ash, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, there's nothing I could have done about that. Alright, normal summon frickin' Trick Clown. Smile. Oh, cool, they have Judgment. Smile. Combat. Thank you. Smile. Okay, I'm gonna make Dugaris. Yeah, we can't react to Super Poly. Neither can they. Okay. Let's attempt to draw. Comedy. Trick Clown. Special. They should have Judgment, so they're probably going to go for Judgment here. Nice. Okay. Go Googa. Draw me a card. Incredible. Thrust. We're going to set the Meta Noise, since I don't have a name. That's fine, though. We're gonna go for... Do I have a target with which I can fuse? I don't. Okay. So, if that's the case, we're gonna go for the Imseti here. Awesome. Would love to draw a card. That is hilarious. Send this guy. Summon this guy. Summon this guy. What's this last set? I wonder. Is it another Judgment? Ah, Fairy Flames. Damn. Unlucky. Man, Fairy Flames is so lame. Okay, what do we want to go for here, then? We have Grief. Can Grief do anything here? For us? We do have Dark. We could go... We could go Dark, steal a guy. Then we can't make Curious, can we? No. Okay, we'll go like this. The hell is the last card? Up. That one. Grab. What do we grab here? Probably just a second Grief, right? For follow-up. Let me go for this guy. Go Dark, Dark, Steel. That doesn't really do anything. Yeah, we'll just pass. We'll just pass. You have a Shuffler, which is crazy. We know they have the negate. Set Sonic. When your opponent activates the spell trap card where you control a Dynamorphia. Pay off your life points to get the activation, and if you do, destroy that card, then destroy a Dynamorphia monster you control, for sure. Oh. Mm-hmm. Sure. Are you sure about that? I feel like that's a terrible idea. Sure, okay. Draw phase is skipped. Okay. Let's go this guy. Ubel's Sandbag is your opponent's name. That is, yep, that sounds about right. I can make Zombie Vamp 2, Electric Boogaloo, which is kind of cute. Sure. Okay. Cool. I will complete pass the turn. They did it. They just drew the out. They drew the one card that did shit there. Whoa, that's crazy. Combat. Mm-hmm. 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 Sheeran works. I could go normal summon here. What does that lose to? Loses to Judgment, I guess. Yeah, I'll go normal summon this guy. Mm-hmm. We'll go Redoer. Fusion spell? Is it Judgment? Judgment would suck. I would cry about that. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, target the Trick Clown. Make a hit. Shuffle back Rhino? Yeah, shuffle back the Rhino Heart. I'm gonna add Havness to hand. The fact that this game is playable is very funny. I must admit. It is very funny. Yeet. L8 feel great. Chainlink 1. Chainlink Dull. Okay, those are pretty good mills. Well, okay, they actually weren't, but we hit Rhino Heart, which was the important part. Special summon this guy. Pitch, yeah, Havness. Pitch Havness. Chain Link 1. Chain Link 2. And Sheeran. Summon Kaleido? No, he probably just summoned this guy, right? There's no reason not to just summon the Rukalos here. Alright, we'll make Dweller. Yep, Daruma. Okay, Dweller. Detach. Yep. King Sark. Send Happy? Yeah, send Happy. Because, yeah, we go walk in, they can't activate anything, and then attack for lethal. Incredible. 10 out of 10 game. That game was cool. Too bad Dynamorphia sucks. To be fair, we did draw Super Poly, which was pretty good there. It prevented them from getting into Rexstrom. But yeah, we would have absolutely got our asses handed to us with Rexstrom on the field. This is a hand that does exist, that we have been given. Interesting. Interesting. Activate. Ah! A decent game of Yu-Gi-Oh! All it required was for me to have no plays on turn 1. And for them to draw really well. Okay. That kind of sucks. It's fine. I will simply know better here. Trust. I did. Holy crap. That's like the one card that actually does it. Well, not the one card, but that's one of the cards that does it. Nope! Okay. Not really too concerned because of Havness and Rhino Heart. Well, Havness, Scream, and Rhino Heart. So, it's not the end of the world. I would imagine this is Tenpai. That's my thoughts. Normal summon Hydra. Heavy Storm, of course, of course. Of course, of course. I was right. Look at that, chat, I was right. Scream. Ah! I don't know why I set the other Scream. That was kind of stupid of me. It's fine. It's fine. I just have to hit insanely well off of this Happiness. Whoa, look at that. Can we ban Heavy Storm? I've been hit by this card way more than I've ever been hit by Harpy's Feather Duster, and I'm so sick of it. Hooray! Heavy Storm! Nah, Tenpai is fun and reasonable. Trust. It's fine. I simply hit Sheeran here. I did not. That was not what happened. Shit. Am I dead here? The shuffler kind of makes the math. And not just a foregone conclusion, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Chandra special summon, Genroku. I could just shuffle away. Can I just shuffle away all the targets? I might be able to. But then I just died. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I still just die. Summon Genroku. Or they're dumb and summon like Quadra. Why that one? The hell does that one do? Why not Genroku? Oh, I guess they could just go... Yeah, they could just go Trident Dragion. That would kill me. True. Or they could do this. Yeah, that could also happen. Uh-huh. Am I dead? I'm still dead. Yeah, I'm still dead. Yeah, because these cards are fair and balanced. They're fair and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh cards that do have text upon all of them. They do, in fact, all have text. I did not know if you knew that. Lame. Because now they can just Synchro again. They just attack, Synchro again, bring back the guy, and I'm dead. I'm dead. If Snow was instead in the grave, we live. But alas, that was not the case. But yeah, had I hit a little bit better, had I hit something a little bit better, we would have been okay. Or, had Scream been able to resolve, we would have also been okay. Those were kind of our two options. Hit really well off of the Havness activation, or resolve Scream. Fenris Super Poly Triple Attack is pretty good. It's not the greatest, but it's decent enough. Okay, Super Poly against this deck is not great. Never mind, they're playing the Horus cards. I think we're fine. Why the hell are we playing the Horus cards? Also, wait, what? Yeah? Aren't we supposed to do that the other way? I guess we have the second field spell? I'm confused, but I'm intrigued. Surely my opponent has a plan here, right? Okay. Of course. The answer was no, they didn't have a plan. They just are bad. Okay. The plan was no plan. Head empty. Card destruction! Comedy. Sure. You're a pyro. That's good. I need same attribute, different type, right? For this guy? Same attribute, different type. Yep, yep, yep. They also elected to not activate the Primera, which is, again, a choice. Cool. Super Poly, woo! I'm gonna go combat here. We're gonna attack with this guy. I'm also gonna declare Earth. What are the minimum cards for Centurion Engine? You generally play 3 of the field spell, and then 1 apiece of the cards that you want to summon. Which is generally 3. Well, that's not good. I really don't want to just pass on that, because that's, like, terrible. But my hand is kind of terrible. You could go Dark Steel, Oxilla, which would get me nothing. Nothing? I could just pass. That is a realistic possibility. I know one of the cards in their hand is a dead card, and they've gone through 2 of their field spell. I really don't like that, but I'm going to pass. Let's go! You love to see it. You love to see it, chat. Hell yeah. Alright, card destruction. Ash? Yeah. Let's go. Let's cross out Coney. Added this guy. Cool, they have like Imperm or something. Send Havnus. Havnus. Do you have a Bestial? They do. Oh no. Sure. If only I had a way of getting that guy into the grave. That's a very interesting thing I could do. I don't like that. Or more specifically, I don't love it. But it does do what I need to do. The most common one of you will ever see? I get why you say that, but I think I disagree. Baldrake, fantastic. That actually just makes this better for me. Thank you. Cool, good game. Super Volley. Super Volley hard carried that game. Holy. What a dumb card. I feel like there's definitely a one of that you see more of. Cross out, maybe? Branded Fusion? I'm trying to think of like all the limited cards that are played in like multiple decks. Grass? Kid Kalos? SP in the OCG? Well, I gotta ash something. I mean, technically I don't, but I'm gonna. This hand is comedy, by the way. Of course. Why, of course? Why would we not have had it? Mm-hmm. Link ones! Ah! I see no issue with being able to put a guy from field to grave. No issues at all. At all. Imagine if they made a Link 1 that was just like any monster. Would that break anything? Orchest. Because I mean, at this point, they basically have something for anything, for any of the other monsters. Oh yeah, Clockwork Searcher. Oh gosh, that card. I just realized I'm not playing Left Arm Offering. How did... It's fine. I'm stupid. Yep. Why did we make Promethean Princess here? What the hell? Get in! Oh, we already have the Garunix in hand? Damn, that's crazy. You don't need to just open grass every time? True. True. Glad to see you got some better games tonight. Yeah. True, I have not been nearly as unlucky. The games have actually been playable, which is surprising. Please pop the Arvada. I think that's what they're doing. That's why they're chaining here. Pop Arvada, bring back the Ponix. They have a brain. Well, they have most of a brain. They did go into Promethean Princess for some reason. This was never... I don't know why we decided to do this when we did, but we did. But we did. So now we're stuck with this. Because this could have been Apo, right? Like, they could have gone Apo here instead, had they kept the Ash and, Hita. To be fair, I don't know how much that matters, but it might. If he goes Fugo? No shot you go Fugo here. There's no world. Make IP. IP's a little annoying, because it can interact favorably with our King's Arc. Ha! That's funny. That's comedy. Yep, yep, yep. Not really too concerned there. There's basically only one thing I'm concerned about, which is the card in hand. But thank you for immediately activating a thing so that I can look at your hand and see that you're playing Ash Blossom. Enjoy Sprig. Okay. We'll go like this. I forgot they didn't activate during the main phase. Never mind. I'm forgetful. It's all good though. Now they know that if they do, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Turtle. Wraith Soth. Uh-oh. Send this guy. Send happy. The Roach. There it is. There it is, chat. Alright. This forces out the negate. Pop the Kieran, of course. Kieran effect, special. How many cards do you have in deck? 29. Interesting. Man, Maxi's so cool when you can back it up with a negate. Oh, it's so awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Phonics, pop a card. They've already used Ash, so is there anything in particular I'm worried about here? Other than the cards that they currently have on field. No, not necessarily. Cool. Pop Kieran, or, I don't know, because we wanted to click the button. Take. Give me the Flomberg. Flomberg effect. Target this guy. IP Masquerena. Apo? Cute. Cute. For sure. Okay, we'll go Wraith Soth. Add this guy. Cool, anyway. Chain 1. Chain 2. Chain 3. Chain 4. Thank you. Okay, new chain, tier cache. Forgot to activate the spells first. Or the spells last. It's fine, though. Add the... Screen? That's green. Add... Ah! Ah! I'm gonna banish the... I guess I'll just banish grief here, I guess. It's kind of my best option. Grab this guy. And grab Meta Noise. Chain 1. Chain 2. Chain 3. Probably the Promethean and Grave. Did I mill a Shuffler? Surprisingly, no. Interesting. Ed Sheeran. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Special summon Hita, sure. Yep. What hand traps am I worried about? Honestly, not much. Cool. We'll go Scream. Ah! Coolio. We will go for Kit Kalos effect. Target self. Great. Normal. Chain 1. Chain 2. Thank you. Okay, so that's all of Appo's negates. Now we just need to get Snow into Grave. Ah, there it is. Ah, there it is. Cool, good game. What do you have? Oh, you have Link Kariba. Right. So I'd also need to be able to deal with that. Ooh, Trick Clown. Yeah, that could do it. Oh, Shuffler. Fantastic. Okay, let's make Redoer here with these two. Let's go Destro. Target you. Yeet. This guy. Man, Scream is silly, isn't it? Coolio. We'll go Redoer here. Send Sheeran. Go for this guy. 1, 2, 3. Could I deck them out? I have a few options here, but yes, there is a way for me to deck them out. But it's funnier if I attack them with a very powerful monster. We'll send away the King Sanctuary. Just because I can. Alright, let's go snow here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. How many cards in hand? 10. I'll book a guy. Book this one because it's fun. Okay, let's make... do I make Dweller here? Yes, make Dweller. Turns off this guy. Oh, this guy's activated. Never mind. I didn't need to worry about that. I could pop here and then go combat. Does that kill? It could. Depends on if they have Nibiru here. I mean, that's the play, right? Like 1000% of the time, that's the play. Oh, right, it doesn't activate Engrave. Never mind, I'm stupid. I literally just turned it off. That's fine. It's really not that big of a deal. You. Special this guy. Hiwa. We'll flip another guy face down because it's funny. And for, again, no other reason. Link off into Dahark. Dahark? Special. What are we specialing here? I guess IP Master Rain is not terrible. How many cards is banished? 18? Let's make a few more. Let's get a few more reps in there. You, and you. That Grass Looks Greener is a fair and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card. Alongside Snow. Trust. Yeet. How big is this guy? Big enough. Nice handboard. That sucked. I feel bad. Oh. Bro had fucking everything. And it still wasn't enough. Grass is fair. Damn. He even Appo'd me 3 times. He got 3 Appo negates. To be fair, I specifically wanted him to negate those. I negated in a specific... I forced him to negate in a specific order. He negated my Rhino Heart twice, which was very funny. Time to craft grass. This is a hand. It is a hand. Do they have the Roach? If they have Roach here, I'm sad. It's not like the end of the world, but it is annoying. No Roach. Interesting. Troll? Something? Nothing. Again, very interesting. That is very, very funny. That is very, very funny. Because it's actually so good. Do we pitch the Thrust? Probably. Probably. Yeah, Shifter would have gone crazy. But it's not Shifter. Ignore the knocking. It is another 60 card deck, so they could have like super polymerization and the like. But you might be okay. Could be paleo. I highly doubt that it's paleo. I have yet to see this board that is not Marincess or Tier Element. It's always these. Always. Like, consistently. Without a doubt. Yeah, it's the, like, tier build. Gimme this guy. Gimme this guy. You can have the Poplar effect. And now I'm disconnecting. Konami? Oh no, we're both disconnecting. Okay, that was genuinely a Konami moment. Konami? Konami? Hello? Don't disconnect on me. Okay. Their connection seems to be slightly worse than mine. Hello? Wait, did we elect not to activate the Poplar? We're just like, nah, it's fine. Bro, what is happening? What is going on? Why? Why? Why are we... Why? What? Hep. Why we lag? Why we lag? Yo, I can send Destrudo here? Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, we just sent Destro. Destro? Server is currently having a stroke. Yes. I don't have Scream, so I probably had Scream here. I have Tier Scream. Scream. Ah! Let's go Kit Colors effect, target self, special tier cache. Haven't normal. Lovely game. Mill 11, because we're in heaven. Also, the fact that we just, like, milled nothing from them feels bad, man. I mean, yeah. Trivy! Oh, there's Sheeran. Shiren. No Rhino Heart effect. I will go this. We'll go Trivy. If they have grass, I am sad. That's kind of the only thing that I'm really too concerned about. Okay, we'll go Trivy. I'm gonna search crime here. Crime. Criminal. And no point in grabbing that guy. I guess there's no real point in grabbing this one either. Yeah, actually the other field spell would have been better, wouldn't it? Summon this. You and you. For this guy. Okay, so we've used both Havness and Sheeran. Grab Sulliak. Incredible. Okay. Let's go. I guess SP here? This feels kind of weird. Okay, make Horus. We're special summon Horus here. Make Curious. What do we even send here? That's a good question. I guess send like a shuffler? Could send Trick Clown. That actually probably is the play, isn't it? Just send Trick Clown. Yeah, we'll send Trick Clown. That's like the lowest impact send. It's so funny. Like, what if I just sent a guy that's a 4? He's just a 4. That's it. It's like, yeah, that's honestly a pretty good play. Pretty good play. We clowning? We clowning? We clowning? Let's go Destro. Hiwa. Hiwa. Bring back this guy. This guy. I could Soliak search. Like, pop with Soliak to get a search. If I really wanted to. I don't think I care that much. We'll do that. Snow is a fair and balanced corn. Smile. Make Apo. To be fair, this does play into what is it? This does play into super polymerization. So if they have the super poly, they have the super poly, and I do kind of get cooked by that. But that's okay. That's okay, trust. You still have a really good hand. They would need, like, both super polys. And I believe I get first action if I have my Chain Link on. Could be wrong. But I could be correct. Who's to say? Do I go Baron Pop Soliak here? No. No, I think that's fine. Okay, we'll pass. I only have 90 seconds, dear Atlanta. Maybe they do get first action. Bring back the clown. Don't worry, my life points are low on purpose. Trust. It's fine. Copium. Scream. Ah! Oh, he had another scream. Interesting. Interesting. Bonfire, sure. We are almost dead to 3 Cowboys. True. Wait, aren't we dead to Cowboys' first effect? As well? Like its attack position effect? No Super Poly, trust. Yeah, Sheeran's fine. I see no issue with Sheeran. Pitch Snow, cute. And a Shuffler, and a Necro. What? Those were good sends. Oak. Oak effect. Okay, that's a no-no. That is a non-negotiable. AKA a no-no. A no-no. Uh-huh. Someone, what's her bucket? Sure, sure. Of course, of course. No. Luckily, Snow is still a card that is in my graveyard, because otherwise, this would be scary. This would be spooky, scary skeletons. Thrust. No. Uh-uh. No, no. Illegal. What a fun game. I didn't even activate grass, by the way. It just feels like I did because I milled so many cards. God damn. Link 1. Anima. Link Karibo. Sure, sure. Of course, of course. Now what? Oh, we can make Curious. Oh, please make Curious. Awesome. What is this gonna do? I would love to know what this does. For sure. I'll allow it, yeah, I don't care. Because you're gonna trigger off of the second effect, which is funny. Combat, sure. Attack the Apo. I'd rather you not do that thing, so. You, and you, and I guess. Yeah, I guess Fenris is probably the play. Yeet. Main 2. End phase. Sure. We'll go shuffle. What are we shuffling here? Shuffler. Shuffler. Snow. The other stuff I don't really care about. Now they can search cards, chat. Let's go. Yeah, we'll activate this guy's effect. Tag out into the Rhino Heart. Man, shufflers are crazy. Timer, I'm aware. I'm aware. I wonder what would happen if Snow was a tuner? It would be banned. Like it should be. But they would, like, actually have banned it. Standby phase, by the way. What if Snow was a Link one? I mean, what if it was? What would happen? Nothing. Grass is a fun, fair, and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm back. Show deck list. We. There you go. Take a screenshot. Do it. Now. Go. Who's this guy playing? I think this is probably the better version. Minus this. I don't know why we're playing this. But like playing the Snake Eye stuff is just crazy. Okay, maybe not this exactly. But you get what I'm saying. I should also probably be playing Heavy Storm. The fact that I'm not is a crime. I'm goofy. Hold on. Is this guy just for the ability to change to dark? Huh? Also, I milled both of his one-ofs. Does it matter Heavy Storm versus Duster? Heavy Storm in this deck specifically allows you to turn on things like, well, nothing in this deck. Forget I said that. What the fuck is this deck? This deck is awful. But Heavy Storm specifically allows you to turn on, well, I guess it, like, these, right? But you can also hit, like, Sulliek or Meta Noise or something like that to get some of those online as well. This seems weird. Yeah? I kind of want to try, because I know Jesse Cotton made a list that was basically just like the Snake Eye stuff added into the tier deck that he made. That was like, because like his tier limit deck was specifically curated for Worlds, right? So with that in mind, like what he ended up making was kind of like restricted, but like the Snake Eye stuff is just generally pretty good and would generally see play, because it's just like another engine that you can pivot through to kind of get to a more optimal end board, because it's just like additional guys basically, and then you can also use like Flombard and stuff like that to just get pretty much infinite material, which is kind of crazy. Would I change that, though? I do think I need to play Heavy Storm. Let me see if I can find that list. Where is it? Where is it? Was it on his VODs channel or something? I don't remember. I don't remember. No. No. So highlights? Mayhaps? Nope. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second, chat. This is not the video I was looking for. But he did make a post tier or a post ban list tier limit list for Master Duel. Hopefully my stream doesn't like fucking explode. Hold on, I need to open my door. It is very hot. Show you? I will.
All right, so what do we do? New tiers.
There it is. I just didn't want you to see my YouTube recommendation.
Are we trying to build terrorist tier or 40 card tier? Well, the most competitive version you can think of? Well, I'd probably want to test both. Oh, what good mills can I play in the 60?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I do not think 40 card tier works right now. Mostly due to the fact that I think you just need to go like balls to the walls combo. The insane end boards that people are able to make, as well as the crazy power that Tenpai allows. Wild. But I think this was before Tenpai.
See kind of decks make up for the traps being worse. This deck just barely changes, right? I guess. Let's abandon this and instead go look at this deck we have here. Just copy it and then we can work from that. I mean, it's probably just this, right? It's not.
Yeah, this was the list I was thinking of. Right? Because like obviously you don't have the Perla Rhino, right? Which makes some of the traps weaker. Right? But instead you play like the Snake Eye stuff, which is literally just additional free bodies. Right? And you can go like Promethean and stuff like that and get a few additional things there. Now the problem with this, no Super Poly, which is something, right? But you do get like an insane amount of extenders. You get another dark, like easily accessible dark, to go for Curious more efficiently, which is crazy. But yeah, I play tier with Pearly because I can recover discards with Scream, Celiac, Trivia Karma, Rainbow Bridge. Interesting. That is a choice. 2 Rhino Heart, by the way.
I thought I shouldn't be in here. Take out Tortoise, take out the bridges, take out the planet. There should be 3rd talents in here. More Horus stuff. Oh, Black Goat. Yeah, Black Goat should be in this deck. Oh, Black Goat's a great card. Black Goat should definitely be in the deck. Fenrir's not actually that good. I guess versus other decks it's better.
Is Black Goat worth? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Hard to say. Is he playing Maxi? He is. He's not playing Ash, though.
There's not much fire anymore. It was bad in the fire.
I should probably also not be playing Ash.
Not what I meant to do. Lightsworns? Nah, they're not that good. Card Destruction? That should already be in here, isn't it? It's not. It should have been. I mean, honestly, like, this looks fine. This card is still good. Search and Scream is the big thing, I guess. I can cut it to 1, I guess. Not as important. This Trudeau, I don't have space for synchros in this version is the problem.
Really, tier
this card kind of
fire?
sucks now. I'm gonna play just the 3 horse monsters. I really like the 3 horses though. I want stuff that's playable to draw, right? You don't want to bricks in your hand, in your hand, yeah. It's better with 3 horse. It is better with 3 horse, man. Foolish is pretty bad. Dark Blue is not great. Seamare is kind of whatever. I could play the 3rd Rhino before Seamare, but you have more normal summons in this deck when you play Snake Eye cards. So I just don't want to draw too many normal summons.
Searching for stuff is better than pure draw from Dark World because thinning your deck makes White Cat hit more. That is true. Blackout's really good from Mill. I don't disagree. I want to see what he comes up with.
Dangerous is not the worst, but they're banned to Maxi is the biggest problem. That's on Zephyros. That's funny. I don't know how good it is though. That sounds funny. Someone put Zephyros in here.
Suck into Maxi.
We can also use Flame Burst to drag out Maxi.
Zephyros.
Sure, that sounds fun. Dark World is like what I'm leaning to right now. I don't like it. So left arm's bad.
I think I just prefer Trick Clown. I know that like Zephyros is a dark and like has a little bit more synergy, but I like the repeatability of having that level 4.
Deck because you can't use Witch to turn you left arm, and vice versa. Gamma package, actually, Gamma package is probably what I want to do.
Gamma.
And this abides by the new ban list, right? Everything here. I think this is fine. No Zerbarus. No, you don't need it in the Snake Eye version. Not Royal Driver. It's in normal. What the fuck do you want me to do? All right, let's see how it rolls. No, you don't need it in the Snake Eye version. Not Royal Driver. It's
not Royal Driver. Cringe. Now, obviously, Jesse Cotton is a better player than me and knows much more about deck building. So I'm not going to, like, question him. But he also was guided by chat, so... I wonder if the deck stays the same. Does it stay the same? Does it look like it stays the same? It looks like he played 1 duel and lost. Tragic. Oh, he lost a tier. He lost a tier! Comedy. See, this is where... Because I think like Super Poly is really good right now. Jesse overrated. How? Huh? How is he overrated? Overrated by who? I feel like I want to play Super Poly, but I don't hate the rest of the ideas. I do like the Snake Eye stuff, so we should probably... Emery better, the other dude who played Pearly. Emery didn't play Pearly. Are you talking about Ray? Is that who you're talking about? Because also, sure, like there are duelists that have performed better at individual events, but Jesse Cotton has been the most dominant player. I meant to say he lost to Pearly. Yeah. The problem with, like, calling any player, like, the best in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game full of elements of luck that you can't quite beat sometimes, a lot of the top players can look foolish and look really bad in specific events. For example, Joshua Schmidt did not look good at Worlds. Joshua Schmidt is one of the greatest players of Yu-Gi-Oh! He's consistently good, he wins tons of events and stuff like that, but like, he looked like shit at Worlds. Emery hard carried that team. And a lot of that was due to, like, he had some pretty bad luck. Emery had some pretty good luck. Awesome. 10 out of 10, right? But they also, like, kind of designed Emery to be, like, kind of counter meta, and it ended up working out, right? But, like, all in all, Jesse is pretty much the most decorated person in Yu-Gi-Oh! So at least in my mind, he's the greatest player in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's kind of hard to argue otherwise. Now, you can be like, I don't think he's as good. I think X player is better. And you can make that argument, right? But, like, it's kind of hard to argue with the numbers. Of course, it's just look at me plays tier. I wasn't talking about. What? You're probably the least skillful deck ever. A baby could pilot that shit. Alright, you win 2 world championships off of the back of this deck. And then tell me. Huh? What do you mean? Chillimit's easy? According to who? What? That's... Okay, yeah, for sure. For sure, my guy. I'm just gonna... Anyway. Is it worth not playing? He gets a lot of the Horus stuff, and the Horus stuff has been really killer for me. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it. We could try. We could try and just make this list. It's not terrible. Play like the Snake Eye stuff, play Droplet, play Blackout. According to me, so it obviously has to be true. There you go. There you go. Only playing Sulliek as well? Yeah, I really don't actually like this. I think Crime has been such a powerhouse for me. Like, being able to actually go Crime, being able to, like, activate and, like, make Baron. Like, this seems really good. But I don't think it's as good right now. Because when was this made? 2 weeks ago. Was this prior? Well, I mean, obviously it was prior to the ban list because Pearl Lorena was technically still legal. Alright, if I were to adapt this... Honestly, there's not much that I want to change. You do like Snake Eye. Zephyros aged bad, too? With the field spell ban? Well, he was playing it even without the field spell. But yeah, I get it. What do I cut? Maybe this? Actually, I probably do play these, don't I? If I play Droplet, I'd have to cut other things, which I don't love. Cut you. I guess we don't need meta noise, technically. That beat's also not great. So maybe instead play the 2 droplets. 2 additional triple tack is honestly not terrible. It's either triple tack or droplet. I think droplet's probably better. Is it? See, now that's the question. I also would be giving up a bunch of cards in the extra, which I also don't like. Because I think Super Poly is just crazy. I think, honestly, it's probably triple tack, right? That I play instead. Reason being, we have Super Polymerization to pitch the Blackout. As well as just, like, in general. And I think Super Polymerization is really, really strong right now. So I wouldn't necessarily want to change that. Which also makes the Snake Eye stuff significantly weaker. Because, like... we'd have to cut this. What, Zeraboros for Promethean? And a thing. Alright, dude. Your takes are so bad. I just don't even want to engage with that. Go away. Could play... we'd need Promethean and Phoenix at the very least. Which means we'd have to cut, like... Dweller or something. Which I don't like. Could cut Zeraboros. Again, not that big of a fan of that, but that's probably the play. What else could we cut? Oh, I don't know. Do we need Mud Dragon? Yeah, probably. Do we have something else we could potentially go into? Is Dweller worth playing? Yeah, it is. It is, it is. There's a lot of 60-card decks recently. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do Promethean and Phoenix. It's not how you spell Phoenix. Phoenix. Not that Phoenix. I don't love that. What is this? Burning. Burning. Nice. Let's this one and Mavramax. New field spell or new field. let's do Blomberg, Kit, rest. Alright. Oh, I should do the dual triangle. Oh, I do need to do that. When does that end? Oh, I have a few more days. I kind of don't want to change my deck because I feel like this is just weaker. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's better. It ends Monday, thank you. Let's go! Oh, I almost... My mouse slipped and I almost clicked second. That would have been tragic. This is a hand. It is a hand of all time. If they have Ash, this kind of sucks. Or if they have Shifter. If they Shifter me, I'm also just dead. Sunday? Yeah. It basically ends on Monday. You know, pretty much late at night on a Sunday. They don't have Ash, trust. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Time zones suck, by the way. True. Any truers? Out comes the roach. Yup, yup, yup. Could just pass here. I could also, potentially, depending on how well we hit, deck them out. That is a real possibility. Because we have lots of ways of summoning guys. This prevents them from activating the card on field, right? Cannot activate the effects of monsters on the field with the that same original one. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Cool. Let's special summon this guy. Do I pitch Crime here? Absolutely. Absolutely. They simply don't have it. Trust. Ah, they have it. Tragic. Shucks. Alright. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah. Fun. Maxi! Hell yeah! My opponent now starts with 7 cards. Woo. Oh, it's salad. Tragic. And that's like the best start for them too. And I have nothing? Oh no. Man. Man. Maxi. Maxi is a card that does exist. That you have to deal with. To be fair, there was a lot of options for us to potentially keep going. We just needed that one card to resolve, basically. And it didn't, so what can you do? This is a hand that does exist. Alright, we'll go Rhoda here. They simply do not have Droll. Droll is not a real card. But they might have Maxi. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Yep, they do. Cool. Oh! Well, that's a very good card to draw. I will go normal Rhino. Rhino Heart Effect. Imperm? No. Okay. Send Havness. Havness. Maxi. Go Spell. Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll go like this. That's exactly what I wanted. Smile. Super Poly Maxi Pass is probably the play. So this is likely Tenpai. And if they don't have some sort of back row removal, we might be okay. Should I have sent Sheeran there? Maybe. There's Called By. Called By. Fun, fair, and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card. Surely no Heavy Storm or Harpy's Feather Duster, right? It's Mathmech. It's so much worse. It's so much worse. It's Mathmech. Man, I hate Mathmech. Yeah. Diameter, sure. Diameter, yep. Bring back this guy, sure. Yeah. Link 2. Frustrating. Do I just allow this to happen? No, I can't, can I? Maybe I do. No, because they just get the negate. Yeah. Isn't that fun? Fair and balanced. Hell yeah. Cool. It doesn't matter because 2 cards just is full combo and immediately kills me. Super Poly should be banned. People use it as a crutch. Sure. I agree, Super Poly should be banned, but I don't think people use it as a crutch. That's a wild take. Going second. That'd be like saying Ash is a crutch. It's like, no, it's just a staple. Hands down, honestly, pretty good. Pretty good. Me. Yo, Mathmech's so good. I don't know what's happening to the Konami servers. They're just like being kicked in the teeth. It's so funny. Don't we have like a different Link one that we're supposed to go into? Why do we go into Link Karibo? I love being able to search What's his bucket? It's my favorite. Mathmech Circular is a fair and balanced Yu-Gi-Oh card that has no restrictions. Smile. Sorry, you can only attack with one Cyberse monster. It's crazy. It's crazy. Fenris Diabellstar is pretty good. It's pretty good. If I do say so myself. I'm gonna rip a card out of my hand. Please rip the blackout. It'd be so funny. It does not look like that's what they're doing. Cool. Well, I mean, they could potentially still do that, but you get my point. Hope we get Verudros in the Halloween pack. Me too. Yo! My favorite 2 cards! What if they just printed a card that says, put whatever end board you want onto the field? Because that's basically what these cards do. Oh yeah, just put your preferred Cyberse monsters onto the field. Restrictions? Counterplay? No. Just do it. Once grass resolves, sure. Isn't Cyberse combo so cool? That is hurts. Yeah, dude. That's so cool. So glad that they did this off of a singular card. Isn't that awesome? It wasn't even circular this time. It was something else. Wow. Wait, is that it? That's it. Okay. That's hilarious. That's crazy. That's so funny. No, that's such a bad draw. Alright, Fenris. This is a terrible play. The hell? Why did we not? Whatever. Okay, choices. Choices from our opponent. Bro thought his hand was so unbeatable, he was like, nah, I don't need to play the game. Why would I need to play the game? Sure. Cool. Do you have Ash Blossom? They do. Okay. Lucky for them. Lucky for them. Alright, I'll pass. It's fine. You just top deck Ash because, you know, they're a Mathmech player. Obviously, they have it. Nice little play string. Be a shame if it did something. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't just go... Well, probably because they don't have a second one. Fucker. No shot. I fucking hate Mathmech with every fiber of my being. What the hell is this bullshit? What the heck are you talking about, dude? Yeah, just draw everything. Just draw everything. Yeah. Yeah. Unplayable. Are you kidding me? That's the luck that we're here for, baby. That's the kind of shit we love to see. I love when my opponent can just kill me off of one card. Yeah! I guarantee off the Maxi he drew the Ash Blossom, and then for turn he drew the Circular. Guaranteed. Bro played like shit, too. He did everything he could to lose that game. And it just, of course, it just didn't matter. Oh. Do we have, like, Garunix in hand? I guess we're electing not to use the Kieran. Makes sense. Ah, okay. So I already know one of the cards in hand. Well, two of them. Linkaribo. For Deep Bellstar. Okay. Okay. If last card in hand is a Max C, I'm gonna lose my shit. If last card in hand is Max C, this is the last game. I promise. I promise this is the last game. I guess they could potentially draw a card here. If that's the line they're going for. But I would imagine they just grab like... Yeah? We don't want to summon this to this zone to grab back the Kieran? We just want to... Okay. Yep. Knew that one was there. Mm-hmm. Yep, there's Garunix. Yup. Garunix effect. Why'd you play the Shrine Moon? Is Branded Despia decent enough to make? Yes. I'd back Kieran. Right? Please don't make me add back Kieran. Kieran! Pop Arvada. Arvada effect. Special summon the Ponix. Okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Are we gonna go for the Heat Soul? No, that's the question. Go Link Karibo for Heat Soul. Draw a card. Apo. No! We are not. Alright. There's one unknown. There's one unknown. And if that one unknown is Maxi, Yu-Gi-Oh's out to get me. That one? That one? That's what... Okay. Okay, yeah. For sure, of course, yeah. You got it. You got it. Also, I love drawing my, just the deadest cards that ever deaded. Smile. Uh-huh. It's called by... Called by kills me. That's a really bad draw. That is in fact a draw. That does exist. Smile. Bitch Flumberg. Don't be called by. Please don't be called by. Please do not be called by. I need this to not be called by. Imperm's fine. Imperm is totally fine. Just don't be called by. 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 Just do not be called by. Please. Safe. Shortly we pop this guy, right? Yeah. Okay. Watch it be like summon limit or something stupid. Why the hell are you here? Oh, that was their only target. Right. Ooh, Blacko. Okay. We will go Rhino Heart, Sheeran, and then Sulliak. And then I would imagine they go Called By. No, surely not, right? Sure. Make out. I dare you. Okay. Out comes Appo. Yep. Sweet. Grab Tier Cash. Sheeran for... That's pretty good. Now, if I do say so myself, that one there, that one pretty good. We'll okay here. Shuffle back. I guess just both Sheerans, yeah, that's probably my best option. Out comes Kit. Rhino here. Pitch. Tier Cash? Pitch Tier Cash. Okay, Chain Link 1. Chain Link 2. Chain Link 3. I'm also gonna shuffle here. Or make an attempt to. Target you and you and you. Coolio, do it again. Shuffle again. Let's go. We're going to target those same 3 cards. I can't allow them to, like, get Cure in effect, basically. This guy. Ooh, we hit Terrific Armor. Cool. Do I send Scream here? Do I have a target for Scream? No, we don't. Okay. So we add Scream. This should force out the last interaction. Unless they're crazy. Okay, thank you. I was like, surely we negate this, right? Like, there's no world in which we don't. Oh, do I not have a target for Terrific Karma now? Oh, I don't. I milled everything. No. No. Okay. We'll activate Scream. Ah! Spoopy. Do I know what that set card is? I don't. It could still be called by. It's gotta be called by, right? Bring back Tier Cash. Mill 11 because we're in heaven. Even though I don't really need to mill more. Well, we know that they have Skyburn. The other one is what I'm worried about. Because I don't give a shit about Skyburn. Sheeran. Snow. Trick Clown. Trick Clown's crazy. Trick Clown is crazy. Let's go Dweller here. Threatening Roar or something dumb? True, probably. Imperm? No? Okay. Let's go Sinful Spoils. Put back the... I guess the Bellstar is probably my best bet. Crossout? Could be Crossout. Grab Poplar. Is this just like regular stuff? It is. Was it Judgment? Nah. What? It was Judgment or Iron Thunder or something stupid like that. Wild. Also, what the hell is this hand trap lineup? Bro is terrified of Tenpai. Understandably so. But notably terrified of it. Comedy. Alright, you know what? I'm going to call it quits there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, I like us very much. I appreciate it. And remember to always stay frosty. Last card was not Maxi, but that's still the end of the game. Oh, actually, hold on. Before I do that, hold on. I gotta end the poll. At the beginning of the stream, I did ask whether you enjoyed the format. Most of you have said meh. Some of you have said I enjoy it, and I would love to know why. Sorry, I know this is the end of the stream. I just real quick gotta know why. Because I don't like it. This has been the least fun format, I think, since Halka-Thibrax, pretty much. 31% Tenpai players. Rude. This is not me, like... I understand that not every format is for everyone, right? So, like, I personally really hate this format. But I also really liked the tier limit format, which other players thoroughly hated. So I just want to know why. Just a real quick, like, my deck's good, I enjoy playing against Tenpai, or I enjoy playing Tenpai, or like, oh, I enjoy being able to go first more often, or I haven't really noticed any significant changes, or just kind of like overall what it is. And if you're like, oh, I just enjoy the game as a whole, then that's also fine. I would just, if anyone has anything to say, if you're typing it out, if you don't care, if everyone left, they like said I enjoy it and then left, that's fine. As far as I have seen, I mean, to be fair, most people are not having the greatest of times. Most people are either meh or I don't like it. So, they're too expensive to build. Fair enough. Decks like Tier and Tenpai. I mean, yeah, reasonable. Although Tenpai is not that expensive, is it? I guess, like, if you don't already have all the staples, yeah, it probably is. I'm not having fun. I'm sorry. Hate any format where getting hand trapped to death and dealing with triple tack? Understandable. Nobody's playing a normal, it's just doggy doggy out there. Okay. I didn't ask who doesn't like it. I'm glad you're sharing your opinions. That's nice. But I did ask who enjoyed it. Because that's the thing. I've heard a ton of opinions about why they don't. When people don't like a thing, they tend to speak out. But when people like something, they don't really necessarily know how to, like, say that. They're just like, I don't know, I just like it. And I want to know if, like, it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know, I just like it. Or if it's like, there's actually a reason behind it. Because I've heard from people who do like it, that, like, they enjoy it because plant is very good. I was like, okay, that's understandable. Your deck does very well into the Tenpai meta, right? Because if your opponent just allows you to make the plant board, what are they going to do, right? So, like, I get that. But I'm wondering if anyone else has, like, a similar notion. If anyone else is similar in their desire. Or, like, in their enjoyment of the format. Because, again, for me, don't enjoy it. Right? And it feels like most of the metagame is... Yeah, anyway. I have a format where out of 10 games, I'm facing 10 different decks, so less matchup is a drag. Understandable. I'm like the opposite. I would rather, in 10 duels, face 2 different decks. From another streamer, they don't like facing the same decks, and Tenpai is very, you have the out or not, boring type of deck. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I've heard a ton of different arguments against Tenpai and against the current format. I've yet to hear much in terms of an argument or just like a sentiment for this current format, for like the enjoyment of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel as of right now. Right. I've heard people like, oh, Tenpai's just Yubel. It's like, okay, well, that's not really solving the issue. Or like, oh, the only argument, again, that I've heard positive for the format, that people have been like, oh, I enjoy this format, is because of plants. Because they enjoyed playing plants, and if Tenpai gave them first, they could just make their plant board. That was it. That's the only thing I've heard. So I'm like, are people just lying? Are people do people not really care? And they're just like, yeah, I enjoy it, it's fine. If you're playing best of 3, you reckon every single deck simple? Fair enough. I guess everyone who said that they enjoyed it has left. Or just doesn't care to answer, which is fine. Anyway. Good to know. I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope that you guys did indeed enjoy, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.